I heard this really stupid question, and it's about, is water wet? Really, do you think water is wet? Because it is. Or like some people say like water is not wet because it's water. It can't get it's water. It's not supposed to be wet. Well, it is. I'm gonna pour water on this paper plate. Is this wet? Well, you touch it, and it's wet. People say it's not wet because it has a thick layer, and that's called the surface. The surface may be wet. I don't know. It may not be wet. But when I touch the surface, it's wet. Or I get wet. My finger gets wet from touching water. So your question is water wet? Well, of course it is. Because if it wasn't wet, you wouldn't be able to touch it. And you would be able to touch it and not your finger would not get wet. See this? Water is wet. I really don't know how to go about this because water looks like it might not be wet, but it is. People don't understand this because people haven't actually took the time and think about, is water wet? And if it isn't, then why can I touch it? Why when I touch it, my fingers get wet? Well, water is wet. It makes things wet. Like, for example, it makes my shirt wet. It is wet. It must be wet if it makes things wet. Plain and simple. So, ask yourself next time, if you touch water, think about it. Is it wet? If you think it is, then you're probably right. Anyways, post your comments below. Tell me, do you think water's wet? Or is it not wet? Have a good day.